And good morning, everyone. Steve JMO. It's about 8:20 in the morning. It is Monday, the 28th, and yeah, I'm just up a little early today. Don't got any work, so I figured might as well come on. And it's cold as shit outside. Like I was gonna go out and burn or something, but I second thought that. Let's see. Yeah, it's 42 degrees out right now. And it's October 28th. It's not like November. It's not no December. It's October, and it's barely 40 degrees outside. You see, I'm not trying to look like a gangster. I got a hat on, my hood up. It's cold. I have this heater, but shit, it just doesn't work all of a sudden. So I gotta go get a new one of those this year because I don't have any installation on the other side of my walls. So when it gets cold, it gets cold, and when it gets hot, shit, it gets hot. But I just want to get on this morning. I'm not sure how long we're gonna go. Could be a long time, could not be a long time. But talk about artificial reality, and that goes so many different ways because you got artificial intelligence, you got artificial weather, you got artificial clouds, artificial suns, artificial moons, possibly. China's coming up, something like that. You got the Mandela effect, and you have one side that's trying to artificialize it, I guess, trying to bring it towards the artificial aspect, which some of the parts could be from that side, but most of the parts I think are from like a spiritual good side. There's two sides to everything. There's the good and there's the bad, So whatever is changing the Bible and putting the word planets in the Bible, I'm not sure that's the Creator showing us signs. But then again, those could be the signs that are from the Creator. And then you have stuff like Mr. Rogers and every fucking Tom Hanks movie ever made changing. That could be from the other side. But I'm not too sure. Because Tom Hanks has a lot of ties to CERN. But I don't think CERN is causing this Mandela effect. I think they're doing something much more disturbing, much more dark. But there's no way to even prove that. But a lot of people seem to think they're causing the Mandela effect with their particle collider, along with the support of the D-Wave quantum computer, which says it's found a bunch of different alternate realities, alternate parallel universes. So they're trying to lead us on this deception that, maybe we're, us as like Christians and Bible believers are wrong, but I don't think we're wrong. But let's turn this off for a second. And I do have a video queued up. It was put up yesterday, and of course, anything with the word chemtrail in it, they gotta put contrail, the encyclopedia bullshit version, because they don't want us to believe that chemtrails are real. And it's funny, the word chemtrails not even in the goddamn not even in the description. This is rfbII channel, rfbII. I would subscribe to that because his main account gets taken up and down like every 2 months. It's ridiculous. But this is just a video showing what they did Saturday, because I showed you all the here, let me get some pictures up here from Saturday. Downloads today, last week. That would be Saturday the 26th. And yeah, these are images live from Saturday, man. Like, they could not stop chemtrailing the sky. So it coincides with what exactly he's saying. Because one day you have, crazy chemtrails. You got HAARP, Doppler, NEXRAD, the planes in the sky. They're out at full force. And then yesterday, It was about 42 degrees out again all day, and it was pouring rain. Pouring rain. So you're telling me they're not making these? You're lying to yourself, but I do think at one point in this video, because I was going to show you guys the NASA cloud machine, but I'm pretty sure he throws it in there. But we're gonna watch this for a couple, and I'll check back in a couple minutes. But this is rfbII Sun Simulator Cop Blocking Actual Sun, along with all the chemtrails that lead to the bullshit fucking storm we had yesterday. So that's weather modification. That's artificial clouds causing artificial weather. But let's talk about the artificial sun, and we'll let Richie take it away.
That would be them knitting in the sky. They're literally laying out a grid in the sky to completely and totally obliterate the sun. So, as crazy as that looks, because I mean, look at that. It doesn't even look real, but nobody notices it. It's no big deal. It's just floating along. Meanwhile, I've got numerous cameras pointed at the sky the entire time. I spent all day videotaping this stuff yesterday. And I believe I caught a strange anomaly. I've been looking at it all night and all day, and finally I decided to hit the button and make this video. So here we go. Here they are, spraying away, just blowing it up in the sky. Notice the inconsistencies. If this was actually condensation coming out of an airplane, it wouldn't be stuttered, because that means the plane was having issues with the engines, but it's not. It's them spraying in the sky. We know they do it. They told us they do it. It's just no big deal. The problem is they are exponentially dropping the temperature and filling the atmosphere with nanoparticulates to the point where people might want to stand up and take notice, because this is really, really bad. I mean, this is Forbes magazine. This is old news. This is from 2018, where China is launching weather control machines across the area the size of Alaska. I find it strange that they happen to use Alaska as a phrase, because what is Alaska best known for to people like ourselves? Exactly. The High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, or HARP. You've been hearing about this for years. I've been harping about this for years. It's located in Alaska, but it's no big deal, ladies and gentlemen, because they shut it down. Nobody uses it anymore. It's just for college studies, and it's just fun and games. It's no big deal. You should jump over to their Facebook page and give it a like. You know what I mean? It's all good. It's nothing. Well, it's true. They no longer need this enormous array of antennas in Alaska, because they've done something better, and they're all around you, me, and everyone we know. That's right, you guessed it. Doppler radar. These things, in conjunction with 5G towers, in conjunction with cell phone towers, these things are absolutely all around us at all times. Ron Johnson from Stranger Than Fiction YouTube channel, I don't know if he's still up or not, I'm not sure, is what it is. But he was one of the first people to actually catch these guys steering a storm live while it happened. And I can't find that video, but I found this one on Climate Viewer News. I don't use this page. I remember when this first came out. I just find it really, really strange that this guy right here, Jim Lee, that came up with this website, used this as above, so below terminology or symbolism with the all-seeing eye in the middle, and he keeps referring to the Earth as a planet when it's not whatsoever at all. But he's showing in this video, I believe, how Doppler radar was pushing storms. What they do is they light them all up at the same time. I have no clue why this isn't playing. Maybe because I just said those harsh words. Who knows? At any rate, Doppler radar, they use them all in conjunction with the nanoparticulates that are in the sky. You know, these ones that they spray up there every day. Barium, strontium, aluminum, and whatever else is up there. But you use those in conjunction with these, and you can push a storm. Every other country talks about it. It's not a big deal. In the United States, they deny it, but then they don't. You see what I'm saying? Harvard came out in 2017. I made a video, I explained it to everybody, and I played you this beautiful piano music informational video that they put out here, and it basically tells you everything you need to know, except they're acting as though they're not doing it now when they've been doing it for time immemorial. I don't know how long they've been spraying the skies. People like to say it goes all the way back to the early 1900s when they were seeding the skies with
Us who have
silver
looked at
iodine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about seeding the skies. When they're showing you this right here, they're telling you that the factories, the Doppler radars, the chemtrailing, it all works together in tandem. We've seen them lighting up these facilities right before a storm and filling the sky just like that. We've also shown you places like NASA. You see this big giant machine? This belongs to NASA. And now they're telling you they're testing a machine, but that's not accurate because they're not testing a jet engine to go to space. Because unlike everyone else, NASA damn well knows they're not going to space. Do you see what this machine's doing? It's literally making a cloud. They call it the cloud machine. So you use the airplanes spraying in the sky. You use the ships that are out at sea, because yes, they're also out at sea. You use the land-based Doppler radars. You use the NASA cloud machines, and you completely and totally control the weather. They've wanted to control the weather forever. It's the ultimate weapon.
Practicing?
Are we serious with these ads right now? Come on, people. I'm going to take this down because I know they're going to do something about that.
And perfecting. That's the mark of a maker.
Yep, just got to wait for the ads. Sorry about that, people. There we go.
But sadly, here in America, even though you show these people all this information coming from magazines and places, outlets that they're supposed to trust, they still don't understand it. They still don't understand it. A YouTube channel called Even at the Doors put out a video. He hasn't put out a video in a very long time, and it was called Geoengineering. And it's a very long video. But sadly, for whatever reason, it deteriorated into a Black History video and stopped talking about geoengineering. So I was pretty disconcerted. At any rate, this is part of the video right here, and he goes back to the history of how long ago they've been talking about wanting to own and use the weather as a weapon. Well, that time has come. They are using the weather as a weapon. I can't show you the paperwork over and over without you rolling your eyes because I show it all the time. But this is old news. I'd like to use some of this, but it's just, I don't know what's happened to this YouTube channel, but suddenly he believes in NASA, he believes in politics, and he believes in outer space. Those are three things that you can spend one day researching before you make a 2-hour video and understand that none of those things are real whatsoever at all. But at any rate, back to the video that I took and what it is I believe I've caught. Now let me refresh your memory. This is a YouTube channel called Sinister Saint, and he is on the same track that I started on so very long ago. I showed you the patents that go back to the 60s, where these guys wanted to build a sun simulator. Now, I put the video out, I think back in 2012, 2013. The video is still up. You can look it up. It's in a playlist called Sun Simulators. Look it up. You should. Because it's important. The only reason that I kind of don't talk about the topic very often is if there's a sun simulator in the sky, if the reason that we're seeing this white hot object in the sky that looks exactly like all of these patents that they've shown us over the years, all the patents that we've dug up, and all the things they've showed us in Boeing commercials, etc. I mean, look at this. This is a commercial from Boeing. I showed you this years ago. They show you these ridiculous spaceships. They show you these ludicrous space elevators, things that are just absolutely fantastical and nonsensical and would never work in a real world. But this is the one thing that they showed, and I showed you this a long time ago. You see this right here? You see this item right here? It's a satellite. All right, why does he keep doing that? That's annoying. It's a satellite that's literally reflecting the sun. They call it the the solar simulator, the solar satellite. But it's reflecting the sun. Here, let me break this down a little bit so you can see it better. Sorry about that. Stand by. They're showing you this. You see that? Here's the sun. The sun's rays are bouncing off this and then coming back down to space. Does that look familiar? Well, I believe I videotaped it yesterday. And I believe I answered my own question, is if this is a solar simulator, which it really appears to be, just from the reflections and from the shapes that it gives off. I'm well versed in what lens flares are, and I have a method A lot of YouTube channels like to show you straight up lens flares and tell you, see that item right there? That's Nibiru. It's right there. That's Mars. That's this. That's that. That's the other thing. That is a lens flare. It's pretty easy to do. So this was time-lapse footage that I did, and it keeps going. I mean, look at the sky. Look at this stuff. It's obviously a solar shield.
And if you couldn't tell, it's literally getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse as the minutes and hours go by, because they had to blanket the sky out on Saturday to bring the snow, or the snowstorm, this 41-degree rainstorm yesterday. And now today it's still looking all gloomy and shitty outside, so it's just going to be the residue from the rest of the storm. So when they spray, it's for a 2-3 day effect if it's going to be a storm thing, but sometimes they just spray to spray.
Place right now. Now watch this. Keep your eye on the sun. Notice how many different ways it distorts and turns into different shapes, right? It's clearly smaller. The shield in front of it makes it appear larger, and then it shows its actual size. Stand by. And let me just show you. This giant mess, this is live, this isn't time-lapse. This giant mess is only in front of the sun. I'm going to turn the camera around. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. You turn the camera, and just like every other time, the sky behind is blue. This stuff is only in front of the path of the sun every single solitary time. But watch these reflections. This is what gave me a problem. Do you see this little fella right here? This is a video. This is a straight up video. There's no time lapse. There's no nothing. This is a video, and it's all moving. You see it? It's slowly moving. Notice the reflections. But do you see this guy? The camera's not moving. I'm zooming in now. That's it. This kept catching my eye. So I kept watching it. I kept watching it. I kept watching it. Here we go. More airplanes. And as this moved down, this moved up. So you see what I'm saying? You see that little guy right there? Notice all these other lens flares are staying exactly in the same place, correct? This is still a video. This is a video. I'm moving it along quicker. Also, take notice of this strange shape. You see that? That strange hexagon shape. Okay, let me remind you. This is a video I put up in 2016, September 1st, 2016. And this is their patent, Bausch & Lomb and NASA. And this is the solar simulator. Where is it? Son of a... Stand by. This is their patent. Do you see this? This is how they would do it. This is the shape that it would produce. Do you see? There's a round shape. Do you see that exact shape right there? Do you see this?
Which Ty says only pay for what you need with Liberty.
It's getting ridiculous. Are you serious? It's like this is a movie or something. They gotta keep putting fucking ads in here. They're gonna force me to get the YouTube Red or whatever the fuck it's called, but before you even know it, there's going to be no videos on YouTube. And I hope Emergency gives me a copyright strike, because sometimes the fucking commercials...
My problem with the entire situation is, where is our sun? If this solar simulator, this white hot light that burns your skin even though the air temperature is only 60, it doesn't make any sense. Usually when the sun's hot enough to burn your skin, it's usually 75, 85 degrees out. That's not the case anymore. But do you see this? And then this. Yes, there's multiple things going on here, so stay with me. This are all the same. So what I did is I got out another camera. Let me see if this is the right one. I mean, this is just like, this is insanity stuff right here. Totally insane that those are our skies. Okay, let me see if this is when I got the camera out. Well, here's another one. Here's another one. There's the sun. Let me see if...
So yeah, Richie's 139,000% right. Because obviously, something circular in the sky isn't going to give you a lens flare that's a fucking hexagon or whatever this is. And this is clearly a lens flare, which is also a hexagon. And you got rays coming out left and right, left and right. They're giving off different colors as they go further and further away. That's not the sun, ladies and gentlemen. That's a solar simulator. And the patterns he's talking about, the patterns are 100% real because we've gone over them time and time and time again. Google patterns. There it is. Solar simulator. Boom. 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 If that's not it, then I don't know what the fuck it is. It's ridiculous. And like, granted, the patents they got published in the 60s. They got published in the 60s. Worldwide application 1960, U.S. crossed out, so it's worldwide, obviously. But the thing I like to point out is this plan has been going back to around and before 1904. 1904. That's over 100 years ago. They've been working on these patents. So this could be a 150-year-old project, 200-year-old project, and they're just now bringing it to light in 1904. You know? It's fucking ridiculous that no one looks up. You don't see this white object in the sky in the middle of the day, you know? And then I think they just switch it back out at the end of the day to fuck with you. I don't know. That's just a thought. I'm not saying that's exactly what I think, but I think a lot of things. So it is what it is. So, we got the fake sun. He covered all the fake clouds. But let's get one of them working together. It's a video I took. Shit. Let me just go on my phone real quick and see when I took this video. Shouldn't be that hard to find. I got videos here. That's not it. Oh wow, this is almost 2 years ago, huh? Where is this? Just deleted off my phone. So how could I have sent this to my email last night if it's not in my phone? That's some tricky shit, man. Oh no, we got it. I got it. April 2nd, 2017, I took this fucking video. Jesus, almost 2.5 years ago. Let's get a full screen on it, and you tell me what you see. You know what I'm saying? You got chemtrails left and right, blanketing out the sun, Operation Solar Shield, but let's pause that right there for a second, actually. What do we got here? You got just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 lights coming out of the sun. And if you have a laptop, you just tip your screen back a little. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 points to this thing that should be the sun in the sky. And clearly it's white and has some sort of orange, yellow aurora effect behind it, which is most likely the real sun. And in place they have the hexagonal flat sun over here, because that's 100% flat. This is 100% flat, and that is 100% flat. Hex-o-gon, people. But who am I? You know? Just some asshole cook with a fucking phone. And a newly acquired laptop. With shitty Wi-Fi. But look at all that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Look at all that. Like, disgusting, dude. As far as the eye can see is chemtrails just blanketing out the sun. Like, they couldn't be trying any harder to blanket it out. And that's what I'm saying. Like, April, March, February, January, December, November, October. Those are the colder months of the year. And I swear that their chemtrailing agenda it goes even harder then. Because of two things. One, ain't no one fucking outside all day. Everyone's inside trying to stay warm. And two, well, look, there's three things. Because two, no one's going to fucking look up anyways, even if it was a 92-degree day and everyone's outside at the beach. Everyone's just too on their phones, earphones on, head down, partying, drugs, booze, alcohol, all that shit. No one gives a fuck, dude. And another thing that I personally think is when it's cooler outside, it gives at least these types of clouds here. Let me see. Yeah, at least it gives these types of clouds a better, I guess, median to stay on, because during the summer you don't see much of that stuff, man. Boom, 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 boom. Same clouds left and right, left and right. Frequencies. Like you don't see too much of that in the summer. I mean, you do, but for the most part, you just get the long trails in the summer. Because I think that maybe the humidity or the heat distorts the frequencies from the next rad towers and the Doppler towers. But that's just a personal theory, because I feel I see more of those in the wintertime than I do in the summer. And what the hell is going on here? All of those. Yep. Look how bright that sun is, dude. It just whites out the entire camera. This is 2 years ago. I didn't know too much about the simulator 2 years ago, but yet again, there she is for you. You had 6 points coming out your sun. Doesn't matter where you take a picture of it. People just say that's just the light refraction. That's just a lens flare. It's this, that, and the other thing. I don't think so, man. I think that's the solar simulator in our skies. Because here's the pattern. This is what it looks like. Hexagon. Hexagon. Case in point. Case in point right there. I don't know what more that people like me, Richie from Boston, I don't know what more you're gonna want. I don't know what more proof you're gonna need to know that your fucking sun has been switched out. And that's not a Mandela effect either, because the Mandela effect is a whole nother animal. This is them fucking with you. This is them trying to deplete us from natural energy, which is why we're always so beat all the time, It's crazy. Yes, this is a good one here. So I was in an airplane. Oh, now it just switches on me. What's that about, bro? Alright, whatever. Oh, Jesus, there goes my phone. But, so I was in an airplane about, let me think. What month is it now? Actually, no, it was December 2nd or some shit last year. I went down to Texas to visit my uncles. We played some golf down there. It was good stuff. But, wasn't really too well versed on what I caught here, because I wasn't looking for that. But flat, as far as the eye can see. You got chemtrails up here. But it's funny, once you get over 10,000 feet, 20,000 feet, it's just clear, man. It's just the clear blue that I remember, that darker blue, that nice blue. Because down here it's just foggy and it looks like a whiter, pastier blue. So, and I don't know if anyone else has been noticing, but I feel the chemtrails are getting closer and closer to us. Not significantly, but I feel even some of the clouds, I know they're all probably artificial by now, but they're fucking right there, dude. If I was on a 10-story building and took out my loft wedge, I could probably hit that fucker. But what I want to focus on is this here. I think I caught the solar simulator in a plane. That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can kind of work it out. It's kind of a stretch, more 5, but still. That's white. It's giving off some crazy ass looking shapes, and look at that shit. Oh shit, hold on, let's zoom this in sideways so we can get bigger on that, dude. Because that's crazy. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Yeah, this shit ain't fucking working. That's nice. Yeah, no thanks. You can get this shit out of here. So, download. Already got it. There we go. This is all I was looking for like 10 fucking minutes ago. Look at that. The engines are on the front. Mandela effect. But like, look at the patterns of the lights around the sun, dude. Just like you see it, you clearly got your straight, you're straight, you're straight, you're straight over here, and straight back up top, dude. That's a fucking hexagon. Lens flare, that's a hexagon in a hexagon. So that shows me that whatever light source I'm looking at right here, 30 fucking thousand feet in the air, is nothing but a hexagon. It's bullshit, dude. And no one sees it because no one gives a fuck. You guys gotta wake up and realize the sun ain't what it is no more. The clouds ain't what it is no more. Like, if your version of partly cloudy looks anything like fucking this, if that's your partly cloudy, if that's all you remember for partly cloudy, then you're fucked, bro. You're fucked. You're so fucked. Because partly cloudy for me were like big, puffy, beautiful clouds that you could be like, oh, look, there's a dog, and there's a giraffe, and there's this, you know, all that other shit. This is just like chem, artificial, frequency, metals, whatever, dude. Like, our entire reality is becoming artificial in front of our eyes, and we can't even see it, dude. It's so crazy. So crazy. And we have the patents to prove it, that go back to being generated, started, thought about on paper officially in 1904. But we all know that'll go back another 50 years. Because that's how it works. Hexagon. You know what I'm saying? Hexagon. Like, I don't know what more you people want, what more you people need, but it is what it is, dude. Boeing, NASA, P&G, all these people working together. It's so freaking crazy that no one even sees this stuff. And then there's just people like me fucking looking crazy on Facebook, YouTube, all this stuff, talking about how the sun's different, the sun's fake, this, that, and the other thing. And everyone just labels me as a dunce or whatever, but I'd be like, what even could you do at this point? Because the Bible says that, like, you know, some people gonna get it, some people just are never gonna get it. Don't matter if you show it to them, the blueprints, the white papers, and that's what we're doing. They still don't accept reality for what it is, because they're too used to what they have. They're afraid to make the jump, you know? Like in the Matrix, what the dude, he had the option, the red and the blue pill. Blue pill, you go back to reality, you know, you ignore everything, your head's down, you're a sheep. You take the red pill, you're awake, and that's what it is. And a lot of people have taken the blue pill subliminally or just straight up have just like looked into some truth and just backed out of it, which I don't know how you can do that, because some of this stuff is just life altering, life changing, reality shifting, you know? Like, I didn't just wake up one day and think the earth was flat. I didn't just wake up one day and go, oh shit, there's chemtrails. Like, I didn't just wake up one day and, you know, realize that 9/11 was an inside job. I didn't just, well, Mandela effect, I did just wake up one day and all this shit changed. But you gotta look into this stuff. You can't just hear about it, and if it doesn't fit your perfect version of reality, you dismiss it. Like, no, you gotta look into everything that everyone brings up, because it could just be the missing piece to the puzzle that you're trying to complete, you know? But it's about 9 o'clock now. I'm gonna get off here, go get some breakfast, maybe it's warmed up a little, smoke a blunt, but I'll probably come back on later. I think I was gonna do just some old flat earth video mirroring, or I got all my notebooks still over here from like 3-4 years ago when I was doing this shit heavy, so might just go through a couple of those, make a new spreadsheet, and just do a little flat earth collab. Or I could do some 9/11 stuff. It's whatever, because it's all important. I'm not saying that one conspiracy is more important than the other. That's why I try to cover them all. But like media fakery is really big, but you get in a lot of trouble for sharing shit like that on Facebook and YouTube. Because I on Facebook the other day, I shared a post that the Smith-Mundt Act allows the United States government to use propaganda against us, and it was repealed in 1948. It was taken off. It wasn't allowed to be used anymore. But Barack Obama, I think it was 2015 or 14, whatever year it was in his term, he brought that right back in. So for anyone who thinks Barack Obama was the solution to America, you're wrong, because he allowed, and Trump still allows it. He isn't taking the bill off. They're allowing the United States government to use propaganda to fucking fuck with you, to steer your thoughts, to make you think this way when reality's over here, So I shared that on Facebook, and Facebook took the post down, deleted the picture off my whatever, because they said it was false advertising. It was faulty information. It just wasn't real, they were saying. So I took a picture of that, took a picture of the Smith-Mundt Act, I threw it back up there, and I don't know if they've taken it down since. I haven't gotten a notification, but it's so fucking crazy that these algorithms are just they're trying to make us look crazy when we're not, bro, because it's all facts. It's all stuff that I went and looked up. Like, these are like acts that the president has put in, and for us not to see that, and for you not to be outraged that the American government can use propaganda in their ads and their TV campaigns and this, that, and the other thing to make you steer in a certain direction in life, that should piss you off, yo. It pisses me off, because look at all these videos right now, all these commercials, movies, TV shows, they all got like one or two agendas only. That's fucking the LGBT 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fucking agenda. They got the mixing of races. And I'm not saying that, like, a black man and a white woman shouldn't, like, intermingle, but, like, I don't know. It's all good, but there's just something a little off about it when they're trying to, like, normalize it. Like, obviously, if the love is real, the love is real, but if it's not, then just whatever. So they're trying to force everyone to look for that fake love. But if it's real, it's real. There's no, I'm not dissing someone who's got, like, a white husband and the wife is black or something. Like that's all good if the love is real. If the love ain't real, then what are you doing? You're just trying to look like that TV show, But all that being said, I'm gonna get on out of here. You guys have a good day, and I'm gonna check back in with y'all later. Have a good one.